All right, neck tension. So do you suffer from tension in these areas, neck and shoulders? And if you are, you're not alone. About 95% of the women that I talk to say that they suffer from tension in these areas. So today I want to dive into why that is and a couple of ways that we can relieve this, both from a physical standpoint as well as an emotional. So if you're brand new here, I am Stephanie, and I help busy spiritual women like you find time and make the time for self-care. And I do this by showing you the tools of cacao and yoga. So let's get into it. So when we're talking about tension in these areas, we're talking about stress being held in the body. Now the pain that we're feeling is just our bodies communicating to us, kind of letting us know, hey, I've got an area here that needs some attention. And oftentimes we're ignoring this from time to time, and then the pain hits. And then we're kind of miserable, and we're feeling overwhelmed by where to start, where to begin. So when it comes to the physical tension that we're holding, this can come from the things that we're doing in our lives, whether that be our work or our home life. So lifting things up, naturally carrying that physical tension. So of course, the ways that we can help to relieve that is by moving it. We need to not suffer in stillness. If we're not moving the body, if we're not relieving these areas of tension, it's just going to build up and build up. There's also an emotional response to tension in these areas, and is often associated with our throat chakras. And I want to dive into that, but first I want to get to moving, because this is you're going to really start to feel it almost immediate. So let's move. Let's stretch it out. So this can easily be done in a seated position, in a chair. I'm just here on the floor, so wherever you're comfortable. So once you have found your comfortable spot, you're going to sit with your spine nice and straight. And we need to start to warm up the muscles in these areas so that we have a more effective stretch. So we're going to do that with shoulder shrugs. So you're going to inhale as the shoulders raise towards your ears, and then exhale them down. Inhale them up, exhale them down. Beautiful. And I always love to give women space to move intuitively. So intuitive movement is movement that feels good to you. And you can do this by rolling the shoulders forwards and backwards. So just have some fun with it. Be kind of fluid to release that, right? We're releasing tension, so why not have a little bit of fun with it? Relieve some stress. Good. Making sure you're just breathing in as the shoulders come up and you're exhaling as they come down. And of course, you can do this as many times as you need. Good. But you're going to start to feel how the shoulders kind of get tired a little bit. The muscles start to ache a little bit as you wear them out. Great. And all these poses that we're doing right now is what I do almost daily, since I am a sufferer of tension in these areas as well. So these are my favorites. All right, and relax the shoulders down. Now we're going to do head rolls. So you're going to inhale and exhale very slowly, the head around in circles. So just breathing as you do and going as slow as you can. And the purpose of going slow is so you can listen. Listen to the body, listen to the sensations, the messages, and really tap into where you're really holding the tension, what areas you're holding this tension, and maybe even why. And making sure that you're going the other way. Beautiful. And of course, again, doing this as often and as much as you need. Beautiful. And bringing that head to a neutral position. Now chin to chest. So you're going to drop the head while the chin lowers towards the chest, taking your hands and interlacing the fingertips together, placing them behind the head, gentle pull of the head as the elbows make their way closer together. Good. Just really releasing here. Breathing as you do. Good. Really going deep here. And again, paying attention and noticing the areas that there may be pinching, vibrating. Any areas that feel really good even. We always kind of focus on what feels bad, but what feels good? How does this make you feel when you move this way? Beautiful. Taking the fingertips away and raising the head. Now you're going to drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. And you're going to take your right arm and you're just going to hang it heavy. So just kind of let the arm hang heavy here and giving a nice stretch along the right side of the neck. Making sure you're breathing. Beautiful. Now bringing the head up and rotating to the other side. So right ear drops to the right shoulder while the left arm hangs heavy. You can even compare the both sides when you're doing stretches of any stretch, but while we're focusing on our neck here, we can pay attention to each side and the difference. These are just bringing mindfulness and awareness to your physical body, something that we avoid a lot, and simple ways that we can provide self-care. Remember, self-care is just simply acknowledging how you feel and then leaning on the tools to give yourself what you need. Beautiful. Good. And bringing it up. So there you go. So again, very, very simple ways that you can move. I do those 4 poses almost daily and really notice a difference. And it's one of those things that just takes daily work, right? If you do it once a month, you're not going to feel the difference. But committing to this type of movement can be really beneficial. So now I was talking before about this emotional response. So when we are restricted in our communication, if we can't express ourselves, we suffer in our throat chakra. And when we're suffering in our throat chakra, we're suffering from tension in the neck and the shoulders. So what does this mean? You could be frustrated at work. Maybe you have a coworker or a boss that's just, you can't tell them off. Maybe I've been there before. Maybe with your children. Maybe you're going through a frustrating phase in the season with your kids, and that lack of communication, that breakdown happens, especially if you have older kids. I understand I have an 11-year-old, so there's sometimes this breakdown you're trying to communicate. So anywhere where you feel restricted in expressing yourself or communicating can definitely affect these areas. So some of the other ways that you can do that is through a breathwork practice. So you're inhaling. When you're exhaling, you're making noise. You're vibrating the throat, releasing that energy. So let's do that together. So again, sitting tall, gently and slowly breathing in through the nose, filling up. And now as you exhale, sigh it out. Good. Breathing in again. Sigh it out. Feels really good too. Releases some tension. Good. Again, breathing in. Now this time, make some noise. Ha. Again, one more time. Breathe in. Ha. Good. And again, flowing through that as often as you need. Really great way. So another beautiful way is joining a woman's circle. My favorite. So this is my jam. This is right up my alley. I provide space for women, whether it's privately in mentor sessions or in group sessions through women's circles, supported with cacao, for you to be able to express yourself, right? So when I'm holding a mentor session or I'm holding a women's circle, we're having engaging storytelling. And this is a space where you just simply express what you need to express without feeling like you're judged, being told what to do. Someone just listens to you. You're just kind of held in this space. So being able to effectively communicate your struggles, your wins, is very, very, very supportive and very healing for women. So you got to find yourself a woman's circle. And I'm a little biased because this is right up my alley, but beginning to work with a relationship with cacao, ceremonial cacao. So I am a ceremony facilitator, cacao facilitator, and I provide space for women to learn how to work with this plant medicine. Now, I have some old videos. I'll leave the description below some of my cacao videos if you want to go and take a look at, just to kind of get a glimpse of it. But cacao is this beautiful plant medicine that allows kind of the barriers that we put around ourselves to break apart, around our hearts, around our minds, around our souls, so we can really come to what it is that we need to move forward with in our life. It's kind of like she lights this path for us. And just like a mother would, she's very supportive and very nourishing. So I actually have women's circles that I hold fairly often, sometimes monthly, sometimes seasonally, just it all depends. So if you are interested in sitting in a space, no matter where you are in the world, I provide these spaces virtually. So all you need to do is just leave a little comment, maybe send me a like, and let me know if that is something you'd want more information on. All the description of where to contact me can be found in the description below. So I hope you have a great day. Thanks for listening, and have a good one.